So.
I think that'll be good. Cool. I think we're live. Hello, everyone. Instagram, YouTube. Hey, I'm Hayley. Thank you for joining us tonight. This is my roommate slash boyfriend, Taylor. And this is our dog, Kobe. So he will probably be wandering, Kobe, not Taylor, throughout the class. And hopefully offering some adjustments, some love to us. We're going to get started standing. So just finding a comfortable standing position. You might want to shake out your body, start to just feel into yourself. We're going to be doing a lot of shoulder mobility and warming up, working on strengthening our shoulder blades. And we're also going to be strengthening our hips. So working on hip flexors, hip strength, all of that good stuff. Sound like a robot. Cool. So get standing, find a comfortable seat or a stand. Feet can come hips width, arms can rest alongside body. You can start to close your eyes. I want to shake the shoulders out a little. Take some circles, some shoulder rolls, shoulder shrugs. Just letting go of any tension in the body right now. Feeling into your breath. Noticing if the breath is shallow, if it's short, maybe it's deep. Noticing the type of energy that you've brought. Maybe you have like super good, high energy. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you're lacking energy. Try not to judge how you're feeling. But just bringing some awareness to it, not associating whether something's good or if it's bad. Starting to feel the earth beneath you. You might want to start to rock forwards and backwards on the feet, shifting the weight. And picking up the toes. And then letting the toes place on the earth. Maybe try picking up just the big toe. And then placing it down. Maybe just pick up the pinky toe. And then put it down. And maybe shifting the weight to just the edges of the feet, pinky side edges. Maybe just to the inside edges. Just becoming familiar with the stance. And then bringing your attention, bringing your feet to focus on all four corners of the feet. So around the ball mound of the feet, the left and right side of the ball mound, and then the heel, feeling the left and right side of the heel. And feeling your feet ground you down, feeling the earth support you. You can start to flutter that eyes open. We'll start to take some circles of the arms forwards. Taking this at kind of a slower pace, just dropping in easy to a practice. And then you can reverse the direction. Getting out any cracks, pops. And then hands will come into prayer. So elbows are in line with the shoulders here. Forearms are touching. we're going to work on some internal and external rotation of the upper arm bone. So on our inhale, open the elbows out to the side, and then exhale, bring the elbows back to touch. Inhale to open. Exhale to bring the elbows close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. I'm starting to pick up the pace here. Feeling the upper arms start to warm up. I'm taking about 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And shake it out to release the shoulders. And then we're going to bring the arms to a cactus. On our inhale, we'll retract the spine, so we'll open the heart. And then on our exhale, we'll close the arms, close the cactus, round the spine, protract the spine. Inhale to open the arms, open the heart. Exhale, protract your spine. Inhale to open. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale to round the spine, tuck the chin. Taking about 10 more of these. Starting to work on opening the front of the body and opening the back side of the body. Taking 2 more. So becoming familiar with this movement of our spine, we're going to work a lot with our retraction and protraction of our spine. So coming back to cactus arms, we'll we'll open the heart a little bit, and then we'll shift the thumbs to face towards the ground. So kind of taking like a thumbs down to the back of the room. So elbows will point to the front of the room, and then we'll retract the spine, closing this in. Taking this another time, inhale to open, elbows point to the front of the room, thumbs down to the back of the room, feel this opening of the shoulders. And then exhale to close this. 3 more times here, inhale to open, elbows point, thumbs down. So your forearms are parallel with one another. And then exhale, close. 1 more time here, open, thumbs down. And then close. Coming back upright. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Grab opposite elbows here. And then starting to take some circles with the upper body. You might want to take this into some baby back bends. Maybe the gaze shifts up. Maybe you take this into a mild forward fold. Just allowing your body to express itself, starting to heat things up a little bit more, working on some dynamic movement. And then once you reach the top, switch opposite elbows. So coming into the grip a little bit, like in a funky way. So whatever feels unnatural to you. And then switching directions. And then meeting back upright. On our next breath out, we'll take a twist to the right side. So right fingertips back, left fingertips forward. Inhale, fingertips rise through center. Exhale, twist to the opposite side, right fingertips forward. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, open to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Finding this dynamic movement, starting to increase the speed. So hopefully our shoulders are starting to feel a bit more greased up, a little bit more open. And stay active and engage through your core here. I'm taking this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, fingertips rise. Maybe take prayer hands, take a baby back bend. And on our exhale, we'll take a forward fold. Knees can have a generous bend to them. And hands can grab opposite elbows. Come into your ragdoll. And feet might want to widen their stance, whatever feels nice for you. And finding this extension along the entire backside of your body. Crown of the head hangs heavy here. Soften the shoulders, soften your face. You might want to sway side to side, maybe add some bounces. And then releasing the elbows, plant the hands, step back to your downward facing dog. So it's probably your first down dog of the day. It's actually mine too. So pedaling out the feet, adding some movement, starting to settle in here. Notice how the lower body feels as we invite some length into the backs of the legs. So feet will land hips width, hands land shoulders width. So pressing into your fingertips to engage your forearms. Forearms are hugging together. Shoulders are soft here. Let the head hang right in between your biceps. Belly button is up and in. Finding length along your spine here. Reach the sits bones to the top of the room, and then pull the heels to the earth. They don't have to meet, but just thinking in that general direction. Holding here for a couple more rounds of breath, finding some stillness. And then we'll lower the knees, come into your tabletop. Coming into a couple rounds of cat and cow here. On our breath in, lower the belly, lift the chin, gaze might shift up, come to your cow pose. On our exhale, press the ground away, round your spine, cat. Inhale to your cow. Exhale to your cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And taking this with your own breath, taking this on your own right now. You might want to close the eyes. Invite any organic movement you want to your body. Maybe wiggle out the hips. Maybe invite some circles. And then coming back to tabletop after your last round. So noticing your form here, your alignment. So pressing into the hands to puff up the back of the chest. Notice if you don't press and you let your heart like sag down. This is a pulling action. So when you're like doing a pull-up, you're using this type of form. But when you're pressing, when you're pushing something away, you're spreading the shoulder blades wide. So thinking about this when we're in our tabletop, when we're in our high plank, any time that we're on our hands, puffing up the back of your chest. So puffing up your shoulder blades. On our next breath, we'll lengthen the right heel back, and then right knee will draw to the right elbow. Inhale to lengthen back. Draw the knee to the nose. Inhale, lengthen. Knee to left tricep. Inhale, lengthen. And then bend the knee. So right heel faces the top of the room. We'll take a couple fire hydrants. So circling the knee to the front of the room. Loosening up our hip joints. We're going to be doing this movement later on, but we're going to be doing it while we're standing. So just starting to get familiar with this. Rotate the direction. And then meeting back in our tabletop. Inhale, left heel presses back. On our exhale, draw knee to left tricep. Inhale, lengthen. Knee to nose, round the spine. Inhale, lengthen. Knee to right tricep. Inhale, lengthen. Bend the knee. Left heel reaches to the top of the room. Stay active through your core, avoiding collapsing in the chest. And then take your knee circles, take your fire hydrants to the front of the room. And then reversing the direction. Meeting back in our tabletop. Just a couple things here. So when we wrap our triceps, we point the eyelids of our elbows to the front of the room. So working on that movement. So unwrap the arms. So elbows or eyelids will face one another or face sort of towards your hips. And then wrap the triceps so your eyelids face the front of the room. So this will activate the arms. Working on this rotation, just becoming familiar with this. We take this wrap of our triceps when we're in all of our pushing forms, when we're in our pushing poses. So when we're on our hands. And then meeting back in our tabletop. Tuck the toes, lengthen the legs, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. On our next breath, we'll lift the heels, bend the knees, and start to tiptoe your feet to the top of the room. And feet land hips width, bend the knees. Hands come palm face up. Feet will start to walk on the hands. And coming into our Padahastasana, our gorilla pose. Your toes can wiggle, massaging out your wrists, releasing what we've just done on our hands. And then releasing the hands one at a time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Circle the arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Anjali, move your hands to heart. Inhale, sweep the fingertips. And exhale to your forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. On our next breath in, shift forward onto the toes. Exhale can lower you halfway or to your belly. Untuck the toes, flip to the tops of the feet. Cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, hips lift, downward facing dog. Taking a couple rounds of breath here. Settling into your breath. You can begin your Ujjayi breathing, your breath restricted or constricted at the back of the throat. So breathing in and out of the nose. It's like our oceanic breath. Like you're fogging up a mirror. Next, inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step or hop your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Circle the arms overhead. And this time, exhale, right away, fold forward. Halfway lift. Plant the hands. Step back. Your choice for your chaturanga, if you want to lower halfway or to the belly. Your back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Meeting in our downward facing dog. Take a full breath in here. Open mouth, cleansing breath out. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, stick out your tongue, let it go. Inhale, heels lift, knees bend. Step or hop your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Root to rise. Sweep the arms overhead. One more time of our sun salutation A. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hand stepper, hop your way through your chaturanga, or head straight to your downward facing dog. On our next inhale, roll forward, high plank. Finding this wrap of the triceps, so eyelids of the elbows face to the front of the room, hips in line with the shoulders. Keep your gaze right in between the thumbs, avoiding sagging your heart, so stay active through the back, your upper back. So puffing up, protracting your shoulder blades. Right hand will come in front of the face. Shift the weight to the outer edge, the pinky side edge of the right foot. Feet can stack. Left fingertips reach to the top of the room, side plank. Inhale here. On our exhale, we'll thread the left arm underneath the right side body. Inhale to lift. Exhale to thread. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Inhale, side plank. Meeting back in our high plank. Left hand comes underneath the face. Shift the weight to the pinky side edge of the left foot. Side plank, left side. Inhale, right fingertips lift. Exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left side. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to thread. One more time, lengthen. Exhale, thread. Fingertips rise. Meeting in our high plank. You've got a chaturanga if you want it, or head straight to your downward facing dog. Full breath in, heels lift. Exhale, bend the knees, stepper, hop your way to the top. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise. Exhale, hip sink, chair pose, Utkatasana. And we'll start to cactus the arms here. So draw the shoulder blades together. Feel this activation in your upper back. And then draw the cactus, draw your arms together, rounding your spine. Inhale to open, pull the shoulder blades together. Exhale, draw the elbows together. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, round the spine. Keep sinking the hips deeper. One more time, open, press the heart up. Exhale to round. Inhale, shoot the legs long, fingertips rise. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, stepper, hop your way through your chaturanga. And we'll meet in our downward facing dog. On our breath in, right heel will rise. Bend the knee, open your hip. Taking any movement here. And then finding a long leg, right toes point down, squaring off your hips. Inhale here. On your next exhale, draw your knee to your right tricep. Open the knee up like we're in a fire hydrant. Lifting it a little higher off the tricep. And then hug the knee back into the tricep. Inhale to lift the knee high. Exhale to hug. One more time to lift. Then hug. Hug the knee to the heart. Lift, press the earth away. Protract your spine. And then step the foot through. Back heel lowers. Warrior one stance. So heel to heel alignment. Back foot is at a 45-degree angle. On our inhale, fingertips rise overhead. Cactus the arms, take a baby back bend. Draw the shoulder blades together. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, pull the elbows together. Inhale, lengthen. One more time to pull. This time we'll interlace the hands. behind the low back. Hold a fist down the left leg. And then come into your humble warrior. Right shoulder comes to the inside of the right knee. So melt the chest between the thighs. Let the crown of the head be heavy. Gaze shifts to the back of the room. Releasing the neck. Keep drawing the palms together. Always an option to grab hold of opposite elbows. Maybe hold onto a t-shirt or a towel if the hands can't quite meet yet. And our next inhale, pull the fist up, release the hands, fingertips rise. Shift the weight to the right foot, coming up to standing, so left knee will hug into the chest. Now we're gonna start taking fire hydrants. So taking the left knee to the back of the room, bring the left heel to the right glute, and then bring the knee in front, so right heel will squeeze towards the right hip. And then taking these circles, rotating the hip, taking these circles with the left knee, working on our balancing here. And then coming back through center after your last round, kick the left foot to the front of the room. Shoot the leg back, come into your warrior three pose. So hands can draw to heart center or stay reaching to the front of the room. Lift up through the right hip and lower just a couple inches through the left to keep the hips squared here. Stay rooted through your right big toe. Keep the gaze about a foot in front of the right foot. On our next exhale, plant the hands, standing splits. And then we'll touch our left knee behind our right, coming into a curtsy squat. Inhale to standing splits. Exhale to squat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squat and hold. Set the right or the left shin down. Right knee crosses, rests on top of the left. So we're coming into our cow face legs. So right knee will be stacked on top of left. Heels will be in line with the knees, flexing the feet. Opening up our outer hips. Just holding here for a couple more rounds of breath. Just relieving our feet, our legs from standing. And then rolling over onto the knees. And make your way to your tabletop, however you get there. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. On our next breath in, left heel rises. Bend the knee, open your hip. Offer in any movement here. And then lengthen the leg behind you, square off the hips, toes point down. Next, exhale, draw knee to left tricep, holding here. And then lift the knee off the tricep if it's there, just opening your hip. And then exhale to lower, squeeze back to the tricep. Fire hydrants here. Inhale, open, lift the knee. Exhale, hover or back into the tricep. Inhale, open the hip, open the knee. And then exhale, hug the knee to your nose, to your chest, find space. And then plant the foot behind, or between the hands. Plant the right heel down, warrior one stance, heel to heel alignment. Inhale, fingertips lift. On our next exhale, cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, squeeze the elbows. Inhale to lengthen. One more time to squeeze. And then interlace the hands the non-habitual way. So whatever way feels funky to you. Pull the fist down the right leg, open the heart. And then pour the chest forward. humbling your warrior. So let your chest bow to the inside of your inner thighs. Keep squeezing the left knee to the left shoulder. Let the crown of the head be heavy. Gaze shifts to the back of the room. Neck is unclenched. And then let the fist pull you back up. Unbind, fingertips rise. Shift the weight to the left foot. Right knee hugs to your chest. And then taking these circles, these fire hydrants, with the right knee. So your right heel will come to the left glute behind you. And then circle the knee forward. And your right heel will come towards your left hip. Taking these circles back and forth. We're going to exaggerate these circles later on. Stay rooted through the standing leg. Think about rooting down through the left big toe. Keep staying active through the core. And once we meet back through center after your last round, kick the right heel to the front of the room. Shift the foot back, warrior three pose. So hands can take whatever variation you want. Stay flexed through the right foot. Careful not to lock out the standing leg knee. Next, round a breath out. Standing splits, let your hands plant here. Right heel lifts. Inhale, find length. Exhale, we'll curtsy squat. So right knee kisses the back of the left knee. Inhale, find length, standing splits. Exhale, squat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to squat. Let the shin rest on the earth. Left knee stacks on top of right knee. Gomukhasana, cow face legs. Finding some stillness here. And then rolling onto the hands, rolling on the knees. Make your way to your tabletop. However you get there, uncrossing the legs. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, lower through your chaturanga. Taking your heart opener. We'll meet in our downward facing dog. Inhale, heels lift, bend the knees. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold. Root to rise, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Cactus the arms, open the heart, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale to protract, round your spine. Inhale, retraction, open the heart. Exhale, protraction. 3 more times, sink the hips, go with your breath. Trying to take these as slow and mindfully as you can. Firing up the quads, firing up the back. After your last round, sink the hips deeper, fingertips rise. And then we'll exhale, take a fold forward. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step or hop your way through your flow, your chaturanga, and we'll meet in our downward facing dog. Full breath in through your nose. Exhale, stick out your tongue, side out. 1 more just like that, inhale. Exhale, stick your tongue out, let it go. So releasing the tongue muscle, relaxing your jaw. Inhale, right heel rises. Bend your knee, open your hip. You can stay here, or maybe take a wild thing. So right toes touch behind the left leg. Opening the heart and the hips upward. And then plant through the right palm. Right knee draws right away to the right tricep. 3 times here, fire hydrant. So open the knee, open your hip. Glue back to the tricep. Inhale to open. Exhale back. One more time, inhale, open. Exhale back, draw the knee to the chest. Footsteps between the hands. Warrior one pose on your inhale. One time here, open the heart, cactus the arms. Interlace the hands behind the low back. Pull the fists down the leg, and then fold forward, coming into your humble warrior. Next round of breath pulls you back up, unbind. Pour the weight to the right foot. Left knee draws to the chest. Lengthen the foot out in front of you. And then starting to take these circles of the leg, staying as long as possible. Bringing the foot all the way across the right leg. Opening the leg all the way to the left side, all the way behind the right leg. Using the strength of your left hip. Hands might want to come to heart if it's becoming a little bit too much on your shoulders. Taking 2 more rounds here, forward and back. And then kneeling with the foot, reaching out in front. Careful not to dump the weight in the upper back. Stay upright, crown of the head reaching to the top of the room. Foot is flexed. And then make your way to your warrior 3 pose. Holding here for 2 rounds of breath. Plant the hand, standing splits. Next exhale, curtsy squat. Left knee kisses the back of the right knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, curtsy squat. Lengthen. Curtsy squat. Holding here. Gomukhasana, set the left shin down, right knee stacks on top of the left. So trying to have both sits bones on the earth. And we can stay here. You can play with a couple different options. Maybe you want to come into cow-faced arms. So you can face the left hand, left palm to the back of the room. Hand will come to your spine, your back. Think about reaching the fingertips to your neck. I'll face you so you can see. You can stay here. Maybe you want to add in the right arm. Right palm faces the front of the room. Bend at the elbow, fingers to the top of the room. And then keep bending. And then fingertips might touch behind your neck, behind your shoulder blades. Just a couple options. You can always maybe play with a belt, or if you have a strap or a t-shirt or rope. Honestly, it's not a big deal to have these arms or not. It's just a nice tricep stretch in the right arm. If you have it, if you want it a little bit more, you might want to start to fold the torso over the thighs. This comes into a really intense hip stretch. Staying here for 2 more rounds of breath. Releasing upright, slowly releasing the hands, maybe wiggle out the shoulders, release the arms if they were there. And then roll over to hands and knees. Make your way back to your high plank, your choice for chaturanga, and we'll head straight to downward facing dog. Left heel rises, bend the knee, open your hip. Your choice for a wild thing, left toes behind the right leg. Lift the hips. Find this opening across the entire front side. Plant the left hand. Left knee draws right away to the left tricep. 3 fire hydrants here. Open the knee, open the hip, and then hug the knee back in. Inhale to open. Exhale to hug. Inhale, open. Hug the knee back to the chest, round the spine, and then step the foot through. Warrior one on your inhale. Arms rise. One time here to cactus and open the heart up. Interlace the hands the opposite way behind your low back. Pull the fist down the right leg. Exhale out, humbles your warrior. Inhale, lift yourself up, release the hands. Weight shifts to the left foot, right knee hugs in. Press the right foot to the front of the room using your quads. Foot is flexed. And then starting to take these circles with the leg. So leg will tap behind the left leg, staying as lifted as you can, using the hip strength. Leg reaches out in front of the left leg and then taking these circles back and forth. Using your core to stabilize you. Keep the weight in the left big toe. One more round here. And then right foot reaches to the front of the room. And then kick the heel back. Warrior three for a breath. We'll plant our hands, standing splits. Next exhale, kiss the right knee to the back knee, squat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to squat. Inhale, lengthen. Squat, and then Gomukhasana legs, set the shin down. Left knee taps or rests on top of the right knee. Feet are in line, trying to be in line with the knee. Try to stay active through the feet to protect the joints. And then your choice to add the arms if you want it. Right palm faces the back of the room, reaching out to a T. And then right hand, right elbow bends, forearm rests along the spine, palm face out. And then left hand faces front of the room, out to a T, reaching behind the neck, elbow bent, and fingertips might meet or not meet. I always have to adjust myself a little bit here. I should probably use a strap on this side. My right shoulder is a bit tight, so makes it a little difficult to reach the fingertips. And if you want to stay here, feel free to do so. If you want a little bit more in the hips, you might want to fold forward. You can do that also without the arms. And then coming back upright if you were bent. And then releasing the arms, taking a couple rolls of your shoulders, release. Roll over onto hands and knees, step back, high plank. You've got a chaturanga if you want it. And we'll meet in our downward facing dog. And inhale, lift to the toes, bend the knees. Exhale, step or hop your way, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Anjali Mudra. Inhale, Utkatasana chair pose. Sink your hips. One more time here. Cactus the arms. Retract the spine. Squeeze the elbows together. Exhale, squeeze the elbows. Round the spine. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, round the spine. 3 more times, open. Try sinking the hips deeper. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. 1 more time, open here. Exhale, close. Fingertips lengthen towards the front of the room. Arms are long. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step or hop your way through a chaturanga. We'll meet in our downward facing dog. And come to the knees. Thread the needle here. So right fingertips will reach towards the top of the room. And then right arm threads underneath the left arm, coming onto the right shoulder, right side of the head. And your hips will probably be quite high off the heels. You might want to walk the left fingertips to the front of the room. Starting to slow down the body, slow down the breath. You're going to press the right or the left hand in front of the face. Keep the right arm as it is. Left arm will start to reach towards the right side. So right or left arm is crossing over the right arm. Coming into a shoulder stretch. So you can stay here, or you might want to start to lengthen one leg at a time. Coming onto the belly. And you can rest your chin on your left arm. And lifting the head, walking the hands next to the rib cage. You can take a cobra or an up dog here. Leaning back in our downward facing dog. Drop the knees. Right hand stays down, left fingertips lift overhead. Exhale to thread the needle under the right arm. Come onto the left shoulder, left side of the face. Right fingertips might walk to the front of the room. Walk the right hand back in front of the face. And then right arm will cross in front of the left arm. So right arm's reaching for the left side. You can stay on your knees or carefully lower down to the belly, pressing the weight into your elbows just to avoid hurting the shoulders. And chin can rest on the upper arm of the right arm. And then pressing into the forearms to lift you up, the hands. Plant the hands next to the ribcage, your choice for cobra or upward facing dog, just to release. Downward facing dog. We'll lower down onto the knees, onto the shins. Kick the feet out in front of you. Left leg will stay long. Right foot crosses over the left leg, so next to the outside edge of the thigh. Fingertips rise overhead. And taking your spinal twist, so left arm can press into the right thigh, right hand behind the hips. Feeling a nice stretch in the spine and the shoulder blades here. Inhaling back through center. Lengthen the right leg. Left foot crosses the right leg, the outer edge of the thigh. And then taking your twist here, left fingertips behind the hips, right arm resting on top of the thigh. Inhale back through center. Lengthen both legs. Toes point or toes flex to the nose. Fingertips lengthen. Reaching from the crown of the head, find lengthen your spine, and then fold over your legs, coming into your forward fold. And slowly releasing out of this vertebrae by vertebrae, and then releasing onto your back. You might want to shift the hips a little bit more forward, and then using the core to get you there. Hug the knees into your chest. Arms come out to a T. Let the knees fall to the left side. And gaze can shift to the right. Left hand might rest on top of the right knee. Think about pressing your right hip to the front of the room. Feeling this extension all the way from your right elbow or right armpit to the right hip, along the side of your body. Draw the knees back through center, over to the right side. Legs can stay bent or you can lengthen them. Right hand can place on top of the left leg. And again, press the left hip to the front of the room. And this allows for length to be created from the left armpit all the way to left hip point. Knees come back to your chest. Give yourself a squeeze here. Your forehead might reach for the knees, shoulders can lift off the earth. Crunching everything up, squeezing here. And then on your next exhale, lengthen the body, find space on your mat, preparing your body for rest here. Whatever that looks like for you tonight, you're finding a comfortable reclined position. You might want to walk the shoulders underneath the back. And preparing your body for rest as if you were getting ready for yourself to go to sleep at night. And once you feel settled, take a deep breath in, pausing at the very top. Take an extra sip of air. Open the mouth, let your tongue stick out, let it go. Letting the body feel supported from the earth beneath you. And so stopping the body so that we can start again for the rest of our night, the remaining days of our week, preparing ourselves for the weekend. And I'll be here to guide you out of your practice. So taking the next couple of moments to let yourself do absolutely nothing. Shavasana. And take a deep breath in. And light exhale out. Coming back to your space around you. Bringing some movement into your fingers and toes. And when you're ready, hugging the knees into your chest, give yourself a squeeze before rolling over onto one side of your mat. Make your way up to a comfortable seat, keeping the eyes soft. And let the thumb knuckles come to the space between your brows, space between the eyes. Space of intuition. And tucking the chin to find this extension of the back of your neck. The light and love within me honors and bows to the light and love within all of you. Have a great night. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a great night. If you want to stay around, we're doing another class right now in a minute. Doing kind of similar work, but maybe trying to slow things down a little bit, maybe add in a couple different postures if you're interested. If you have any questions, any comments, feel free to hit me up on Instagram. My handle is at Hayles, HAYLS _shorty, SHORTY. So let me know if you have any questions, anything you want to work on for Friday. I'll be back here at 8 a.m. or no, 7 a.m. Cool. And I'll be back here next week. Thank you.